Details, details, details. Everything is about the details. Here we have two people answering an email and attempting to describe their feelings after checking out the link to a website of a textile designer. Compare. Person A. How nice! Thank you for saying good morning. I wish she could run such an interesting business herself. She deserves it. Anyhow, her will is very beautiful. Person B. How joyful! Thank you for this happy and colorful good morning. I wish she could run such a creative and gratifying business herself. She deserves it. Anyhow, her world is as neat and crisp and clean as a spring morning. You will agree with me that the second description conveys the author's feeling about the website much better because of the better use of adjectives. But before trying to learn new adjectives, let's clarify some basic concepts. Now, what are adjectives? Adjectives describe how things, people, and situations are. Thus, they describe nouns. For example, I like to have a cup of hot chocolate. Me gustaría tomar una taza de chocolate caliente. Hot is the adjective. Chocolate is the noun. Where are adjectives placed? Most of the times, adjectives are placed before nouns. That is exactly the opposite of the placement in Spanish. We don't say a dog green, but a green dog. More examples. A fantastic car, un coche fantástico. Two little green men, dos pequeños hombres verdes. How many adjectives are there? There are many types of adjectives, but we'll concentrate only on 11 of them, the ones that you should learn to place in a sentence. Let's check them out. Number. A number is an adjective when it is placed before a noun. Examples: first, second, fourth. Thousands, miles. Hundreds, cientos. The first person in the row. La primera persona en la fila. Opinion. When you observe something or someone, you give your point of view. Examples: funny, controversial, stupid, lovely, convenient. We saw a funny film. Vimos una divertida película. Size. It describes how big or small something or someone is. Examples: tall, short, small, big. I think he's a tall man. Creo que es un hombre alto. Shape. It describes the form of something or someone. Examples: round, circular, heavy, light. It was a round table. Era una mesa redonda. Condition. Examples: cleaned, broken, new, dirty. This is a dirty place. Este es un lugar sucio. Age. Examples: old, modern, ancient, recent, new. In New York, there are many modern buildings. En Nueva York hay muchos edificios modernos. Color. Examples: reddish, purple, yellowish, black. It was a reddish fruit. Era una fruta roja. Pattern. Examples: checkered, flowery, fluted, crisscross. She wore a spotted dress. Ella llevaba puesto un vestido moteado. Origin. French, Southern, American, Spanish, polar, extraterrestrial, Nordic. I love Nordic decoration. Me encanta la decoración nórdica. Material: glass, wooden, fabric, cotton, plastic, leather, ceramic, metal, steel. I would like to have a wooden floor in my new house. Me gustaría tener un suelo de madera en mi casa nueva. Purpose. What something is for. Drawing, folding, cooking, sleeping, cutting. This is a fishing rod. Esta es una caña de pescar. What is the order of the adjectives in a sentence? More important than knowing how many adjectives there are, you need to know their order in a sentence. Let's see now some examples. You can check the table that is in the course material. Number 1 is number. I am in the 4th row. Estoy en la cuarta fila. Number 2 is opinion. We saw a funny film. Vimos una película divertida. Number 3 is size. I think he's a tall man. Creo que es un hombre alto. Number 4, shape. It was a round table. Era una mesa redonda. Number 5, condition. This is a dirty place. Este es un lugar sucio. Number 6, age. There are many modern buildings in this city. Hay muchos edificios modernos en esta ciudad. Number 7, it was a reddish fruit. Era una fruta rojiza. Number 8, pattern. She wore a spotted dress. Ella llevaba puesto un vestido moteado. Number 9, origin. I love Nordic decoration. Me encanta la decoración nórdica. Number 10, material. This is a wooden floor. Este es un suelo de madera. And number 11, this is a fishing rod. Esta es una caña para pescar. Let's see a sentence that includes some of these adjectives. She loves that huge, size, rectangular, shape, dirty, condition, old, age, yellowish, color, house. Le encanta esa enorme, rectangular, sucia y vieja casa amarillenta. This order will help you write better, so it is convenient for you to keep it in mind when you start writing. How can we learn more adjectives? The capacity to describe people, objects, or situations in a more sophisticated way is mainly acquired through reading. Reading allows you to learn the right combination of words and to know where and when to place them together. But as you already know, if you're learning English, you must first listen to the words. That's why we're going to use your audiobook to learn some new adjectives. Remember that it's important to remember how the adjectives are used. So instead of memorizing loose words, you should memorize the adjective and the noun together. For example, it is better to learn evil and aged expression than to learn only evil or aged. Please go to chapter 10 of your audiobook. As you would see, I have put adjectives in red and nouns in blue. Please listen to it. Collocations. One of the things that you learn just through listening is that certain words are used frequently with some words and not with others. This is called collocations in English. For example, we usually say crystal clear, claro como un cristal, but we don't say clear like the water, which is the Spanish collocation. Or we say black and white, not white and black. How to remember adjectives. The problem, as with the vocabulary and structure, is to remember these adjectives as there are just too many. So we will resort to images again. Please study the sentences and images that I have selected from chapter 10 and that you can find in lesson 21. Let's see how we do it. Extraordinary beauty and youth, extraordinaria belleza y juventud. Despite the years, he conserved his extraordinary beauty and youth. Despite the years, he conserved his extraordinary beauty and youth. The bad things, las malas cosas. Those who knew him didn't believe the bad things that were said about him. Those who knew him didn't believe the bad things that were said about him. Night of excess, noche de excesos. He would often arrive home after a night of excess. He would often arrive home after a night of excess. Evil and aged expression, la expresión malvada y envejecida. The face on the canvas had an evil and aged expression. The face on the canvas had an evil and aged expression. With great care, con gran cuidado. He would examine with great care. He would examine with great care. The hideous wrinkles, las espantosas arrugas. He would examine with great care the hideous wrinkles. He would examine with great care the hideous wrinkles. Fair hands, manos pálidas. He also liked to compare his fair hands with the wrinkled hands in the picture. He also liked to compare his fair hands with the wrinkled hands in the picture. Wrinkled hands, manos arrugadas. He also liked to compare his fair hands with the wrinkled hands in the picture. He also liked to compare his fair hands with the wrinkled hands in the picture. Dirty bed. Sometimes lying on the dirty bed, sometimes lying on the dirty bed. Taverns of ill repute. Tabernas de mala reputación. Sometimes lying on the dirty bed of one of those taverns of ill repute. Sometimes lying on the dirty bed of one of those taverns of ill repute. The best musicians, los mejores músicos. He would contact the best musicians of the moment. He would contact the best musicians of the moment. The careful choice of guests. La cuidadosa elección de invitados. The careful choice of guests. The careful choice of guests. The tasteful way that the table was decorated. The tasteful way that the table was decorated. El buen gusto con que fue decorada la mesa. The elegant young people. The elegant young people. The elegant young people. The elegant young people. Real life, verdadera vida. The portrait locked away in the room showed the traces of his real life. The portrait locked away in the room showed the traces of his real life. Homework. 1. Learn the adjectives found in chapters 11 and 12 in the same way you have learned the adjectives of chapter 10 here. 2. Describe your personality, your hometown. Check the examples in lesson 21. Describe Dorian Gray. Ask yourself, what is Dorian Gray like? Notice what the character says in the dialogues. Ask yourself, what kind of person would say that? Name the traits that match the dialogue. In lesson 21, you'll see a native speaker's description of Dorian Gray taken from the original book, not an adapted version. Once you've written yours, compare them and see how can you improve yours.